Hi everyone, I'm Regina. I'm the Genealogy Librarian at the State Library. And today we are going to do a quick tutorial on how to use the State Library's catalog to build a book list of particular genealogy books that the library has. Now, why would you want to do this when we're in the midst of a pandemic? You can see the big red notice on the top of the screen that says the State Library building is closed. If you can't get to our books, what is the value of building a book list? Well, I am going to tell you. In the realm of genealogy, which is of course the collection that we are discussing today, many of the works in our collection were published before 1925, which means they are currently out of copyright, which means many of them are digitized online somewhere. So using the State Library's catalog to build a book list that's sorted by publication date will enable you to pull up a list of books that you may be potentially able to find online. Now you can do this if you have a specific title you would like to find. You can certainly do this, check the publication date and try to look for it online. But many people aren't quite sure what they're looking for. So how do you go through an 18,000 item genealogy collection and identify books that might be of interest to you and the families that you're researching? Well, fortunately, our catalogers at the State Library have taken the time to index all of the family surnames that appear in our genealogy books in the catalog. So you can search a certain surname in the catalog using the subject keyword search field, and the catalog will pull a list of books for you that's relevant to that particular surname. And so this means, since the catalogers went through the indexes of the books, and we all know that a family is made up of multiple surnames thanks to marriage, even if you're looking for somebody whose last name is Washington, that surname might appear in an Abbott book. It might appear in a Jackson book. It may appear in a Vanderveer book, something like that. So essentially, you're not only going to get a list of books in this book list that are just related, that just have the surname that you're interested in the title. Every single book has been gone through and indexed. So you'll be getting a book list that of everything in our collection that contains that particular surname. So this is something really easy to do and really valuable for you to look at and consider, particularly since our building is currently closed. If you do a search and you can't find a particular book, even if it is published pre-1925, please send me an email because although our building is closed, staff does sometimes go into the building, and we can try to arrange to have copies of particular pages look for you, or if you're looking for a particular surname, we can certainly check the book and send you index pages or something like that. So even if you can't find a particular book online, please do email me. We are eager to help however we can, and we'll do our best to help you find the information that you're looking for. So let's go into the catalog. Let's do one of these searches and let's kind of see what we find. So from the State Library's homepage, you have two ways that you can get into the catalog. One is by going to the Research Library drop-down menu, going to Electronic Resources, and clicking on Library Catalog. and this will take you straight into the library proper. However, you'll notice if you scroll down the page, there is there we go, I'm sorry. I just had to move something out of the way so that I could see what I was doing. There's a little box on the lower part of the screen that is called Catalog Searches and Tools. I prefer to use this because it's right there and it's easily available. Just make sure that when you do a catalog search, you're clicking on that second tab for NJSL Catalog. What you're going to want to do in order to pull up that list of books assigned to a particular surname is you're going to want to use the drop-down menu and do a general subject keyword search, not the one specific to New Jersey, because of course you're doing family history research, and our family history collection and our genealogy collection is not just restricted to New Jersey. So we want you to know that. So even if you're not researching a New Jersey family, it may be worth your while to still do this search and see what we have to offer in our collection for your particular ancestor surname. Again, you're not searching for a specific person here. Only the surnames are indexed. So the catalog will only be able to tell you if a particular surname appears in the search results, but then you can go through those books and you can see if your specific ancestor is mentioned there. So what I'm going to do is, in quotes, I'm going to do the surname that I'm interested in, and we'll do Abbott in this case, and the word family. And then we're going to click search. And we're going to see what we get. So we have 28 titles that match the Abbott family. You'll notice that you can search, and I'm going to search this by publication date. What this will do is this will search this will show you the newest work first. So if you are specifically looking for an Abbott work that you hope to find somewhere online, again, remember you're looking 1925 and earlier. Our list, the newest book in our collection that relates to the Abbott family surname, was published in 1989. So we're not where we want to be right now. So we're going to just keep looking until we find the works that are published. Be copyrighted, and I think they start on page 2, or maybe they start on page 3. I did this as a sample earlier, so spoiler alert, I know what I'm looking for. Okay, no, it is all on page 3. So there are a total of 7 works that are published 1925 or earlier. You can see the first one starts in 1922. Now, you might get a small list like this of 7 titles, but you might get a very big list, especially for a common name like Johnson. You might get 100 books with the Johnson surname that were all published pre-1925. In that case, if you have a really large list, what you may want to do is scroll down to the bottom of the form, and you'll see that you have the option of emailing yourself a listing of these books. And I do want, and notice you can include the entire search results. So you can send yourself whatever you want, but for the purposes of this demonstration, we're going to focus on the pre-1925 stuff, since that's the stuff likely to be digitized online. So I want items 21 to 28 emailed to me. And I'm going to put in a subject. I usually put in the surname that I'm looking for and where it came from. So it's something quick and easy for me to identify in my email. And then I'm going to put in my email address. And then all I have to do is click the send button, and it will send me a list. And just for your information, come on, you can get bigger. This is what the email will look like. You can see that everything, because I selected the HTML option, is hyperlinked. So if I click this, it's going to take me straight back to the catalog. And that particular, this particular book's entry in the catalog here. So what I can do if I don't really need to email something to myself, although frankly, even if I just have a short list, I find that really useful for my records, just so I always know what the state library has to offer. And it's a list that I can keep stored in my emails that link to the catalog, the HTML links. They're always active. They'll always take you right back to the library catalog in case you need to be reminded of something in the catalog, like if eventually when we get back to normal, you're planning a research trip to the state library, it might be useful to have the actual call number, stuff like that. But what I also like to do if I have few results and I really don't care about getting an email, I'll click on an entry of a book that I want, and all I'll do is I'm going to copy the title and author information, and I'm going to plop it into Google. There are tons of free services online that do digitized books. The three most popular, I would say, are Google Books, HathiTrust, and archive.org. I would also note that familysearch.org, which is a free resource, but you have to create an email account to use. They will have these digitized books available to you. So all I do is, if I'm looking for a title, I copy the information from the state library's catalog, paste it, and I see what comes up. And right away, we see that Family Search has it, and I can view a digital version of this particular work. If I view all pages, well, it prompts me to sign in because I'm apparently not logged in, but it will take me to the full view of the book. In addition, did I see a Google Books entry along here? I thought I saw a Google Books, so I was going to show you what that looked like, but I guess not in this case. But at any rate, you can see that this is available. I will bet you money you can also find this on HathiTrust. I'm just going to abbreviate this. Yep. And so you can also, like, if you know of a particular free archive for digitized books and you want to check it, you can always abbreviate the title and just put the name of the organization, because of course HathiTrust also has this particular item. And I just want to give you an idea of what you will be looking at. And you'll see in services like HathiTrust on FamilySearch.org, certainly, you do have the option of searching within the particular text. So I could click this and see what comes up for Abbott. And this might take just a minute for this to work, but it will give you search results. And this is where you can look for your particular Abbott ancestor. And if you see something of interest, you can see that it provides the context here for you. So if you see something interesting, like say we know that one of the ancestors was indeed killed by Indians, and we figured this might be relevant to us, we could click on page 122 and just go right into it. So again, I hope that you're able, even though the State Library building is currently closed, to see how we can be useful to you for your genealogy research, even while you know, we aren't able to allow you to see the collection in person. And I hope that you find some useful things for researching your family history right in the catalog. And again, if you find anything useful, pre-copyright era, please look it up online. Use our catalog to build and create book lists by doing a subject keyword search on a certain family surname that's of interest to you. Build a book list and start looking online to see if you can find what you're looking for. And again, please don't ever feel like just because our building isn't currently accessible to you, if you can't find something online, please do reach out to me, send me an email, because we may be able to arrange to look at the actual physical book. Or if you find something that you really want to look at, and especially if you have a citation to something and it's in copyright, also feel free to email me as well. So I hope that that was helpful to you. Please feel free to reach out to me with any questions that you might have. And thank you so much.